Pugliesi on the scratch line. Round number 1. White and gold trunks for the American Lorenzo Hunt. White and black trunks for the Italian Walter Pugliesi. Leaping in immediately, and there's the counter left hand. Hunt shakes his head no on the first entry from Pugliesi. Overhand left hand down from Lorenzo Hunt, knocking his mouthpiece out.
That's what he's dangerous, Sean. Pugliesi better be careful. Wow, that was very telling.
Now time called by Dan Mergliata.
Lorenzo Hunt has been knocked down. Didn't deter him, he comes back stronger.
Mergliata called time because Pugliesi would not move backwards. Time in. Pugliesi stepping hard to the inside now. Short right hand. You see the framing of Pugliesi. Four big right hands on the inside. Hunt on the level change. Pugliesi on the left hand, right hand. High tight striking guard for Lorenzo. Hunt playing all defense. Pugliesi playing all offense. And 60 seconds remaining round 1.
Pugliesi better be careful what he's saying. The big right hand always coming.
Big left hand for Pugliesi. Pugliesi on the left uppercut with the right hand. One-way traffic at the moment for the Italian Walter Pugliesi. Hunt cut in his right eyelid. Hunt missing with the naked right. Left hand overhand right from Pugliesi. Pugliesi on the right hand. Hunt trying to find the counter with his back against the corner cushion. Now circling out Lorenzo Hunt. Pugliesi lowering his stance, squaring his chest. Pugliesi off target with that jab. Coming forward.
Pugliesi's hands are down. Is he tired? Did he punch himself out, or is he just trying to set his opponent up?
Swing and a miss on the naked right entry from Lorenzo Hunt.
Once again, Pugliesi threw a lot of hard shots. He went for the knockout.
Separation after the over-unders from Mergliata. Pugliesi taking himself off balance with that left hand. Hunt coming forward from the center circle. Final seconds, round number 1 into the clinch. The bell, he moves to round 2.
And let's see what happens here in the second round. Was Pugliesi tired? Was he just waiting to set up a good counter? And here, let's take a look at that knockdown. Just an overhand left hook that went over the top of the hand. It was a wild, just barely clipped him really, but right in the right spot. Once again, Lorenzo didn't think that punch was getting through. And there was another good powerful shot. It looked like Lorenzo might be in big trouble. You can see Mergliata took a long look at that, but Lorenzo did a very smart thing and tied up. How you feel? You good? Looked like at the end of the round, Sean, he did have his legs back underneath him. He's back in soft mode.
Mike Tyson went searching for his mouthpiece when he was knocked down by Buster Douglas in Tokyo. Lorenzo Hunt found his mouthpiece back in. Had a strong finish to round number 1. But that's an excellent opening round to our world title fight main event for Walter Pugliesi. Recording what thus far stands as the lone knockdown of this fight. Big exhale from Pugliesi, both fighters. Coming to scratch, switch of stances, a bit of gamesmanship from Pugliesi. Started up at scratch at orthodox, switch to southpaw, now round number 2. On top of the jab and ortho.
Hunt starting to talk to his opponent. You can see he's starting to get confidence again.
And this big swing from Pugliesi, there's the right hand.
Big energy use.
Huge swings from Pugliesi. That was glancing off of the stomach of Lorenzo Hunt. There's the 1-2 from Pugliesi. Pugliesi literally throwing everything with power left through the body. Left from Pugliesi, swinging a miss on the overhand right. Lorenzo Hunt goes forward off of that miss. Excellent refereeing from Mergliata, keeping this moving in the head chantry position from Walter Pugliesi. Swinging a miss again. You see the full turn, the full pivot, Chris, on these misses by Walter Pugliesi.
And Pugliesi lands some devastating body shots, but Hunt, tremendous shape.
It's on the foot feint. Pugliesi taking himself back against the ropes. Double jab from Pugliesi. Hunt talking to Pugliesi as he comes to the mid-range. Right hand, right up on the left hook from Lorenzo Hunt. Overhand right from Pugliesi.
Usually does the damage with those headshots. I like to see where the body here.
Under from Lorenzo Hunt. The right uppercut. Bad shot from Hunt on the inside right hook.
There's a couple of body shots.
45 seconds remaining, round 2. Left uppercut from Pugliesi. Another left uppercut to the canvas of Lorenzo Hunt, who's on the underhook turn. And you see how this is ruled by Mergliata.
Lorenzo was hit.
Ruled as an a slip by Murgliata.
He was a little hurt, but luckily the opponent threw him down.
Flipping right hand from Pugliesi. Double underhooks from Pugliesi, and Hunt brings himself forward chest to chest. 20 seconds remaining, round 2.
Hunt being very smart in those situations. He looks a little hurt.
Pugliesi pulling on his shorts. Off balance with that left hand step in from the Italian vulture Pugliesi. Right uppercut, left hand. Hunt, the American 185 champion, countering just before the bell, then it round number 2.
And Hunt did a lot of good things in that round. I still believe he was hurt a few times as well, though. And here's Pugliesi just throwing hard body shots. Oh, that was a dangerous shot. Once again, Lorenzo Hunt must be in some very good shape to take those shots. Oh, beautiful left hand. And there, Pugliesi just turning and throwing his opponent to the ground. Probably a bad time to do that because, like he's been saying in the points.
Relax.
Hunt taking a lot of devastating shots. However, he still seems to have his wits about him. This is his time to shine.
Pugliesi with the beautiful underhook turn. This was Sambo with Uruguay. That would have been impressive, but ruled and slipped, correctly so by Dan Murgliata.
Or wrestling or MMA, a lot of good things can be said, but it's the wrong sport.
Does show the power of Vulture Pugliesi. Underhook throw, round 3. And immediately to the jab. Miss step in overhand left from Vulture Pugliesi. From the jab, will pull back defensively from Pugliesi. On the right hand. Then jab, swinging and miss again. Pugliesi is swinging and missing a lot, but when he lands big just like that on cue with the right hand.
You can tell his talent where his hands position, but he still has enough to land some powerful shots.
Pugliesi been pulling on his shorts. That is not a great sign. Left hand. Duck under from Lorenzo. Hunt into the clinch. Hunt on the right hand.
And Hunt's taking a lot of very devastating shots. I'm really impressed.
Right to the body, left to that counter right hand from Lorenzo. Hunt after a strong sequence from Pugliesi. Mouthpiece out. Excellent refereeing from Dan Murgliata. Mouthpiece right back in. Well, mouthpiece out one more time.
Definitely Tyler. Look at Pugliesi being very smart, trying to earn an extra 5 seconds by not putting the mouthpiece in. That's a good move.
55 seconds remaining, round 3.
Lorenzo needs to go to the body. If the opponent keeps ducking that right hand, he can't duck, he can throw the body.
And completely dropped to the vulture Pugliesi. Fatigue, that might be gamesmanship to bait Lorenzo Hunt in. It might be a combination of both.
I think it's definitely a combination, or at least tiredness. He's not just doing that for gamemanship. He's tired.
Left hook, right hand again. 5-punch combination from Vulture Pugliesi.
I mean, anybody who questioned Lorenzo Hunt's chin is being proven wrong at this point.
It's on the right hand. Stiff left hand from Pugliesi. Closing stages, round number 3. Both fighters continuing to land big, continuing to walk through big punches. Pugliesi with his mouth agape, swinging and missing on the right hook from Hunt. Hunt on the jab. Pugliesi hands again completely dropped. Double right hand from Lorenzo Hunt. Pugliesi circling out. Right hand, left hand from Hunt. That ends round 3.
Sean, I didn't think this thing was going past 2. It's going to the 4th round. These guys going to war. A lot of devastating punches landed by both guys.
Siamo nelle mani di Dio, fratello. Ci siamo. Puoi anche legare. Capito?
Pugliesi looks exhausted.
Stiamo vincendo. Non ne ha più. Basta poco. 4 minuti. 4 minuti. 4 minuti, fratello mio. 4 minuti. 4 minuti.
Pugliesi coming. Good right hand landed by Hunt. Didn't deter him. Pugliesi came back with his own left. And both these guys just landed power shot after power shot. Not a lot of jabs. Just devastating power shots.
Second sound call. Here comes round number 4. We are outside in Napoli. It is hot. It is humid. On this midsummer evening, I'm sweating like Albert Brooks in broadcast news. Only 2 people got that reference, but they enjoyed it. I'm just commentating, Chris.
Yeah, good thing you guys are only out here for 10 minutes. We've been here for hours. That's the problem.
This is an exhausting pace. Round 4, here's Cyrus.
Just had a chance to talk to Lorenzo Hunt's corner. They feel like it's time. He is out of gas. Pugliesi, and it's time to put him away. He is on the hunt. Pun intended.
Swing and a miss overhand right from Walter Pugliesi.
Once again, that right hand in the body be beautiful Hunt with, though. He's head hunting.
Hunt stepping it big with the 2, couldn't find it. Pugliesi, rear right uppercut, naked right. 3 straight right hands from Lorenzo Hunt. That is impressive. Right hand from Lorenzo Hunt. Stunning pressure now. Left to the body. And to the canvas on his right knee goes Walter Pugliesi.
Do not do that.
He called that a slip.
Dan Bergliata said to Walter Pugliesi, you took yourself to the canvas. Do not do that.
He's hurt.
There is the clean knockdown mouthpiece out. One knockdown apiece.
6, 7.
The count of 8, 9, 10.
That's hard. That's hard.
In those other rounds, amazing.
Lorenzo Hunt, the former 205-pound world champion, the reigning 185-pound world champion, and now the first ever BKFC Ironweight 225-pound world champion. The dominance continues for Lorenzo Hunt.
And Sean, he's shown something he hasn't had to show. I mean, he's got him on the canvas to win before. He those are like quick knockouts. He just had to continue to grind, take some hard shots. Just willpower is what won him this fight. And power, I would say.
Right uppercut to the head, mouthpiece out. Right uppercut to the body. Our crafted replay presented by Forged Irish Stout.
And just continuing to come forward, taking everything his opponent can throw at him, eating it, coming forward, getting the victory. One of his most impressive performances, in my opinion. So
Walter Pugliesi is a world-class bare knuckle fighter. Knocking down Lorenzo Hunt early stages of this fight. Pugliesi continuing to land massive punches, continuing to walk through massive punches, and Lorenzo Hunt now 13-2 in BKFC, 14-2 overall in bare knuckle.
And Sean, that is the 3rd time, at least, that he's got him off the canvas to win a fight. It's probably got to be a record. You know the research. You should probably tell me if that's true, and I'm not sure.
Hunt furthering his claim is the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world across all promotions of bare knuckle fighting. Not without adversity, Lorenzo Hunt showing his class, showing his power, continuing his dominance. And that's such a nice moment. There was huge animosity between these two, and no more animosity. These are 2 first-class people, Lorenzo Hunt and Walter Pugliesi, and obviously 2 first-class, world-class fighters.
I will help you. I will help you to use your time to help each other. We will help each other.
Walter Pugliesi dropped with the right uppercut to the head, mouthpiece out, and then the second right uppercut to the sternum, and that ends this fight. And that is the 3rd title belt in BKFC for Lorenzo Hunt. To the ring, Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight comes to an end with our referee in charge, Big Dan Bergliata, reaching the count of 10 at 1 minute 9 seconds, round number 4. For your winner by KO and new inaugural BKFC World Ironweight Champion and the first ever 3-division BKFC World Champion, Lorenzo.